Equities. Let me now bring on board our Sukumar, Rajah, Managing Director and Chief Investment Officer, Asia Equities with Franklin Templeton Investments. Sukumar, what a delight to have you back on ET Now. Thank you for joining us. Sukumar, I guess there is no mystery in why global markets are correcting. We are getting twisted from all the sides, locally and globally. What is your sense? How much more do you think we could correct from these levels?
It's as you know, Nikunj, it's always tough to say, what will be the level of correction, because once the sentiment worsens and the markets become undervalued, it's always possible that they become more undervalued before reaching fair levels. But what we as value investors, what we need to keep in mind is that the intrinsic value of stocks are look like in general they are much higher compared to today's prices. So I think the margin of safety has increased for investors, and hopefully that should be a good enough reason for people to look at many stocks in the market very actively.
On global front, Sukumar, what exactly, according to you, are markets pricing in at these levels? Are markets pricing in a disorderly exit of Greece from the EU?
So I don't think people have the ability to really evaluate what exactly is going to be the impact of Greek exit on the cash flows of companies. I suspect that it's not going to be anywhere as close to what has been priced in. So I would say that the markets, at least the equity markets, seem to be pricing in a very pessimistic scenario. I think companies to some extent can get impacted because of the impasse. There can be some slowdown in the major European economies because of the fear psychosis, but I think the stock prices are factoring in a very steep impact on the financials of companies, which I don't think is going to be true.
Sukumar, I'll split my next question into two. First, do you think the current decline in rupee is on expected lines given the kind of environment we are in? B, do you think for Indian markets to bottom out, rupee has to bottom out first?
There is going to be some correlation between the outlook on rupee and money coming into the market in the short term, because even value investors who see value in the market, they would like to see some stability in the currency before they start committing higher levels. So some stability would definitely be welcome. So when it's going to happen is tough to say, and at what level it's going to happen, it's again tough to say. But it looks like the rupee movement has been overdone, and so sooner than later we should see the rupee either stabilizing or probably even appreciating a bit compared to the current levels.
So Sukumar, if one were to map the institutional activity for this calendar year, DIIs have been net sellers and FIIs have indeed pumped in about $8 billion, despite the FII flow, Sensex, just about 16,000 and the Nifty below 5,000. What would happen if they start selling?
Yeah, so I think the net, the more important issue is that the demand for equity is not strong enough compared to the potential supply. We have been seeing quite a bit of government disinvestment, and also there are companies which might want to raise capital, and so the demand for Indian equities has not been strong enough. So I think that is a key issue.
So Sukumar, are you of the view that at the current juncture the risk-reward ratio is in favor of going long? If yes, then what's been your portfolio strategy? And at Franklin Templeton for this calendar year, are you in a buy mode or are you in a sell mode?
So we have believed that we should be fully invested unless we think the markets are overvalued. So we are almost fully invested because we have believed that the markets are either reasonably valued or undervalued in the last few quarters, depending on the level. As far as whether the composition of portfolio has changed materially because of change in the currency outlook or the currency level or what has happened elsewhere in the world, I don't think so. We still like many of our top holdings, and we don't see a very material change to our portfolio because of what has happened in the recent past.
Sukumar, finally, let's discuss sectors and businesses you're bullish on. Infosys Technologies, a stock which you've owned, which you've liked for last 15 years. But do you think now Infosys is indeed losing the mojo? Because if I look at the color of the management commentary, what we've got from HCL Technologies and TCS versus what we've got from Infosys, Infosys clearly has gone on record and they've indicated that in the near term, in the medium term, they are pitted against a lot of challenges.
I think the concern about Infosys is based on the short-term performance in terms of revenues, etc. So we have to understand that quarter-to-quarter performance can vary from company to company. There are periods when the other companies had bad patches as well. So they cannot be extrapolated infinitely into the future. So the basic issue is whether Infosys is a strong company in terms of their product offering to the clients, and we believe that it's a strong company. They offer very good range of services to the companies, and they, I think, offer value. And our speaking to some of the end clients and some of the other people involved in the buying decision seems to indicate that it's still a good company to do business with. So I don't think long-term fundamentals have changed very materially. At the same time, we have to keep evaluating any company in our portfolio on a continuous basis, and we are doing that. And so far, we haven't found any reason to believe that there has been any big change in their long-term outlook.